Hello everyone, Sar here. Thank you so much for joining me on the Trinity Stamps YouTube channel. I am going to be creating a get well type card, and these are the products that I'm going to be using. You can definitely change it up to any colors you want, but just wanted to show you what I'll be using so that if you wanted to follow along, you can. I'm going to be using this Dainty's Rectangles die because I want to have a nice little border. But the stamp that I'm going to be using is called Indispensable, and this is the release of March. And it was with a bunch of different health-related items as well as the emoji builder die. But this is such a cute little set because you can turn any of these little items into little with people almost with feet and hands and little faces. So you can kind of turn this theme more friendly, more relatable, and I like that. And there's a little stethoscope and stuff. So I'm going to just use a couple of these images here. I'm going to color them, and we're going to create, as you can see, an orange card. So we have two inks. These are just because one's for sentiments and one is for alcohol markers. So if you don't use alcohol markers, you can use one or the other, or whatever inks you like. This is just to add some white to my background, and here is some of the cardstock I'm going to be using. So let's put this away and let's start creating a fun health card. The first thing I'm going to do is grab a circle die. I'm going to grab the largest one I have. I'm going to make it so that it's cut halfway through because I don't want a full circle. I just want to have the beginning of a circle, and then I'm going to use my paper trimmer to cut off to make it straight. If you have an arch die, you can use that. I don't, so I decided to go this way. You could also use Trinity Stamps circle die, but I wanted just a larger, like a little bit larger circle. So that's why I did that. But that's essentially what I'm trying to do, is create this nice arch. And I'm going to be using this as my product placement, but as well as a stencil for where I'm going to be doing my inking. So there we go. Next I'm going to do is just put it on my card base and see how it looks. And I do notice that it's a little bit too close to the right hand side. So to have a nice border around, I'm just going to take a pencil and indicate where I'm going to trim that off. And I think this is a little bit better. You do what works for you, whatever you think looks nice. Then I'm going to use that pencil and just create a very light stencil around the card. And that's to tell me where to stop the inking. I don't want to go too far in. So I'm going to take my Trinity Stamp Blender Buddy brush here and going really fast. This is 8 times speed so that you're not taking too much time, but essentially I'm going to cover this whole card with this carved pumpkin color. I'm going to move as close to that line that I traced and just barely go over it. I don't want to have too much white just before that pencil line, but I do want it to be lighter than the rest. So I'm going to make it really nice and dark on the outside and then just a little bit lighter. And so what's going to happen is when I put that circle layer back down, as you can see here, you can see that it is, well, that was too fast, but you'll see that there's a nice aura or a halo around the element, and that's what I was looking for. So I'm just going to erase that pencil line so we don't see it. And next I'm going to be creating my own background, and I'm not really good at keeping a straight line when I'm using a stamp. So I, once again, going to grab my pencil, and every ½ inch I'm going to draw a line. So I'm going to be creating a ½ inch grid on this whole card, but I'm using a very light handleless pencil because I am going to be erasing it. I don't want this on my design. So at least if you go very light, you have a better chance of removing it. So there's my spice marmalade. I'm going to grab the little heart from the stamp set. I think this is kind of cute. You can use whatever. You could have used the pills. You can use the sad and the happy face, just creating this, using the small images to create a background. I'm going to keep it very simple. This is going to be a lovey type card. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in a very obvious spot to work with. And then every other line, I'm going to be drawing, or I'm going to be adding a heart. And then when I go one line above and one line below, I will just offset it to the other row. And this will create this nice little pattern. And you don't have to worry too much about getting straight lines because you just have to put it in that center where the lines meet. It's a very easy way of doing it. And as long as you used a pencil that is not pressed too hard, you will be able to erase it. At least I was. I'm using Nina cardstock. It's just your 80 pound, and then with the oxides. And I was able to erase it with this white eraser. I would say that the hardest line was that one I'm over right now because looks like I did draw a little bit darker, but just give it an extra little brush and everything will come right off. And there you go. A very subtle, very simple background. Next, I'm going to add some water because why not? When you're working with this, with the distressed oxides, you just want to have a nice splatter look. And then I will bring in the towel to dry it off. And once that's all nice and dry, I will bring out my acrylic ink. You can use whatever you want. This is just a nice white. And when you add a little bit of water, you can splatter it. I will put my hand over it so I'm not splattering my camera, my computer, and everything else. But you'll see when I move my hand, all the splatter. It will kind of take in a little bit of the background of the orange, but overall it's a lot whiter than using a white ink pad. Now that that is set and ready to go, let's start creating our image. I'm just going to put the stamps in place and then I will do some cool transitions and you'll see it appear using my black ink. But I'm going to be creating, I think it's a bottle. I was going to say water bottle. I don't believe it's a water bottle. It's probably like an ointment or some type of medicinal bottle. But I have put the label down and I'm going to put the smileys and then I'm going to create some legs and arms and I'm just going to make it a happy little fella. This bottle is definitely wanting to make sure that you are okay. Now we'll put the little prescription so we know that this is healing medicine. I'm just trying to play around with all the different little elements on this stamp pad. I think the only ones I didn't really play with was the pills. I guess there's a spoon and a little cream too. Yeah, okay, there's a few little things I didn't get to play with, but I think this one's turning out really cute. And what I'm doing is just, you can kind of see where to stop the stamp. You can, once you start seeing the line through the stamp, then that's kind of where I stopped. It's okay if you go over, because if you went really over, you can always bring a white gel pen to knock it off so it's not so noticeable. There's ways of doing that, but and you can see right there, that's a little bit too far over, and you can see how it came out. But that's okay. It just looks like he's a little tilted to the other side. So what a cute little guy. And I'm going to do really simple coloring here with some markers. I'm going to focus on blues, and that's just because a blue is an excellent contrasting color to orange. They definitely look great together. And although now it looks kind of like a water bottle, we'll just say it's glass. But I think it's turning really cute. It's just really sweet. I'm going to use the markers in the same blue, or the hearts. I'm going to color the hearts in the same blue, and then bring in some warm grays for the label and the bandaid. And there we go. Very simple coloring. You start with the lightest, and then I get to my darkest and work back to the lightest, and then just go over the whole thing. Very simple. I may not use all these elements. I just want to prepare and make sure that I have it all ready so I don't need to go back. Now I'm bringing out my dainty rectangle, and I'm just going to cut out 2 pieces from this light blue, which is similar to the blue I was using for the bottle. And then a nice orange that is nice and complementary to that background. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer them so that the hoops are interlaced, so that I'll show you right here. See how they're kind of very similar to how I did the background, where they're offset a bit. I'm going to add a little bit of sticky tape here just so that I don't lose that position, because I need to cut that down to 4 inches. Let's say that. Cut that down to 4 inches. And use my paper trimmer just to make sure I do that appropriately. There we go, 4 inches. And then once that's cut, I can remove that sticky tape and then I can glue it to the blue layer. But I believe what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim down the blue one first to make sure it is 1 inch. Now I'm going to do 1 inch because that is how tall I want this whole thing to be. So once I've trimmed that down, then I can glue the orange piece, which I'm going to put on top of the blue, and then trim off the orange, and I don't need to worry about measuring it. Because all I care about is making sure I measure the first piece, and then everything will fall into place. So there we go. So I'll just make sure it's all nice and lined. I really like this. I should add more colors and have more dainty layers. I think that'd be kind of fun. But for this card, we'll just do the 2, and I'll just trim that right off. And now I don't have to worry about making sure that the measurement is perfect. It just is. Now that I have all the pieces, everything is done, let's start assembling this card. So far, it's been very simple. Just taking your time and just having fun, right? It's always important to have your fun. So now that this is done, I am going to bring it back into the paper trimmer and then trim it down to be 5¼ by 4 inches. I love having a little bit of a border. So I will cut off the left side completely, and then I will just take 1/8 of an inch off either top and bottom, just so that's perfectly aligned. Then I'm going to take some scrap paper here. This is 3 layers of scrap that I just am using to prop up my card from my base. And this will just create some nice dimension. Definitely don't need to do this. It just adds a little bit of a shadow. But if you like to have it glued right down to your card, or if you don't have a lot of scraps or foam tape, then you can definitely just glue it right to your card. But you can kind of see how it has that nice look to it. This piece, it's going to be decorative, but it's also designed to keep my bottle grounded. Otherwise, if I didn't have something like this, the bottle is going to be floating in the air. And that's fine. But in this case, I wanted to make sure that it was standing on something. So you see right there. And then because there is a little bit of layers, I'll just add 2 layers of scrap white cardstock and make sure that it's nice and flush so that it doesn't sag down below. And then I'll bring in my sentiment, which also has a couple layers on it to give it a little bit of a shadow so that it's not right against the orange. So there we go. We're going to glue this down. I did glue the feet down, but I'm actually going to bring in some alcohol markers just to add a little standing shadow. That's what I'm going to call it, a standing shadow. So we'll start with the WG3 and then we'll work our way down. It will look really wet at first. Because this is not alcohol friendly paper technically, it's going to get really wet. But once it's dry, it will be very subtle. In fact, a little too subtle. I could have used a little bit more of the W3. So there we go. And now that we have our guy just standing there, he's happy, he's ready. Let's get our sentiment on, and this is doctor's orders. I think this is a really cute combination because, you know, sometimes we just need to make sure we do the right thing, but sometimes we just don't. And you have this little cute bottle with a oversized band-aid saying, you know, doctor's orders. Yeah, you got to put that band-aid on. And just to emphasize that this is a pure love card, I'll take 3 of these little blue hearts and have them coming out of the open bottle. There is a cap that you can stamp for this bottle, but I left it open. And now it looks like the hearts are seeping out. So there you go. Very simple. I love the colors. I love I love the stamp set, how it can create these little guys. I love that there's actually a little cast that you can also use if you wanted to in the stamp set. It's just an adorable set, and I had a lot of fun working with it. I really hope that you enjoyed this. And if you did, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the Trinity Stamps channel. And until the next time, have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you all later. Take care. Bye.